Good morning, folks. We're at Green Lake State Park. We're getting ready to start the Round Lake Trail. Restrooms between the two trails. And it's been a very busy morning, so starting the Round Lake Trail. Yeah, I didn't realize until I got here, of course, there's a track meet going on today. Hopefully this trail isn't as busy as your main attraction, which is the Green Lakes Trail. It seems how these are connected. It's about a quarter-mile connector trail that we're on right now. And we're going to do the Round Lake Trail real quick and then get back on and do the Green Lakes Trail and finish up. Well, 90% of the trails will be hiked here at this park, Green Lake State Park, Minoa, New York. Interesting tree feature. I'm going to stick with the right on this trail. So we're going to loop around right. We're going to connect to that trail and then hook back over to the Green Lakes Trail. And there's your intersection here. So this is the official loop trail for Round Lake. And this also connects you into the Old Growth Trail. Yeah, I don't know how long this trail is. I didn't bring the maps with me, being the most popular trails in the park. I'll fill all that in the description. So last time I carried that map around with me the whole time, and I had to carry it. This one's got trail markers. Oh, that sounds gonna go away. Just figures. Don't wave at the sunlight. Mile marker 330, Round Lake Trail. That's what you see at this spot. Oh, I can come back out. The one thing this place is missing is so we can get high enough to actually look down on the lake and see how green and deep it is. I haven't found that location yet. I mean, right now you could probably use a drone, but to actually be up high enough to look down onto the lake. I wonder if there's a place at the golf course, actually. There's that building up there on that top of that hill. Should look into that, I guess. My marker 331. Because we can't give it justice at the angle of the slope under the water. Like right here, you can actually see the color of the lake. It's like a blue tint, but because of the wave action, it's hard to see in there the way I can see it. It's like right there, it just drops down, and that's where all that blue's coming from. So there's actually 5 foot of land and then down deep. Maybe the sun comes out and we're over on the back side, we can actually probably see down in there. That's pretty much what this trail's built on, is the shelf before the plummet. I forget how deep it is. At least this trail ain't as busy as the other one, though. Holy crow. So if you look off to the side when I'm doing these side shots, you can actually, if you're paying close enough attention, and you can actually see it, you can actually see the shelf as I'm panning to catch these trees and everything. Which, by the way, they should be blooming and budding here shortly. It's April 6th as the date of this recording. See, like right here. I can't make it out. So you can see the roots. And then it goes. See, I can't see it past the glimmering water. So that's something you have to see in person, folks. I mean, this place is pretty awesome. I'll give it that. Like, oh man, it's hard to see this right here. Can you see that? No, I hear it. I hear a train. Right there, look at that, look at that, look at that. I almost had it. Can you see the tree under the water? I see the silver thing, I can't see the tree though. And you can see where the ground cuts in. But to physically see it, it's awe-inspiring. It just like plummets right down. But because of the camera and the settings, you can't see it as I can see it. Compression, I want to say, because it's all compressed. Where I see it in person, I can see each layer and level as it goes down, like the knocked over tree. The roots of the knocked over tree. So yeah, that's worth checking out if you're here. Again, this is one of the top 5 New York State parks, so I'm pretty sure definitely one of the top 10s, if not the top 5. So it's definitely worth checking. And this is the Round Lake Trail. Well, that's an awesome shot. Almost missed that. Oh, the eclipse is over. Yeah, it's coming in 3 days. The Great Solar Eclipse. What's that whistling noise? Yeah, they're doing maintenance work on the park this weekend to get things up and going because of the solar eclipse coming up. We are in the zone of totality. There's been so much play on that, it's like like they're declaring state of emergency for my area because of my area. And if you can look it up, the path of total Eclipse and Lacona, New York, and Adams, New York. We're right in the epicenter. So the counties are calling for state of emergency and everything else in preparation for it. Gridlock. And we're out in the country, so next to a lake, Lake Ontario. And when the eclipse happens, that sun's gonna be right over that lake. So all the state parks are gearing up for it. Yeah, it's gonna be well, I really can't say it on this camera for YouTube audiences, so it's really gonna be up, you know what, for me anyway. And unfortunately, of course, I have to work that day, just like any other 6-day work week schedule you have. That scary plane is back. The old growth trail when I was sitting on the bench. Let's say this is about 1.5 miles. We're almost over to the old growth trailhead. Come up to the old growth trail here shortly. It's right around the next corner. I haven't seen any runners, so I'm wondering if their track meet's over with now. It was interesting listening to the instructor explaining to them what was going on. They're like, run for 3 minutes, walk for 1 minute, so you could have enough energy to continue running for another 3 or something like that. And this is being explained to them while they were running by me. That's how I know. So it's like you run for 3, and then somebody yells walk. You'll hear it on the Green Lakes Trail. That's all you heard, other than the maintenance tractor running. Overall, beautiful place, but the timing for me, not so beautiful. But you know, I live an hour away. I don't know what's going on until I get here. Like last time, we avoided it. We did the old growth trail because there's something going on then. But pretty soon, the park's gonna open up to the public, and then it's gonna be crazy, crazy, crazy people. So. You know, when they actually open up for the season and camp and all that. This is off season. and it's this busy. It shows how popular this place is. Of course, the city of Syracuse is right around the corner, but here's the Old Growth Trail. We've hiked this before. Video right now is waiting to be processed due to computer complications. Still, I could hear a train. Go up the Old Growth Trail. I did a video on that. So that's where we are right now. And you might hear a horn blow or something here shortly. Boy, that train's giving it some power out of there. I can't even look at that. That's something you are gonna have to look at. It's so tethered. Yeah, I can't even read it. Yeah, let's take in the scenery and the sounds. That road is blowing for Kirkville Road. Again, it shows the viewer that are rail fans, and I've said it many times before in this state park hikes, is that you're that far away. You're not that far away from the rail yard in DeWitt. So that's why you hear train horn blowing in almost every video. But at least this time in this video, anybody who watches the previous ones, at least there wasn't a pedestrian walking around the corner at that time. Because that was creepy. That one time that one train horn blew and then the pedestrian walks around the corner like, oh, so you're the one blowing the train horn out here. Every time a pedestrian come around the corner, a train horn blow. And it was a desolate trail. It wasn't like a popular trail or anything. It's just like the timing of everything. Anyway, back to what we were doing. We're now on the back side, starting the last half of the Round Lake Trail at Green Lakes State Park. So this part of the trail I have not seen before, so this is all new to me. Here's an example on how deep this is. Can you see the blue in the dark and the light blue? Let's just say this tree went bottom up. Literally went bottom up. I don't think it's touched the bottom yet. I mean, how much of an angle for that tree to tip up and, well, it went into the nethers. That is not cut. That is in the drink, full tilt. That's what I'm trying to show y'all. This is a deep hole. Well, you can see where the edge is. Let's put it that way. The other one's the same way. Look how far off the ground that tree is, and it's already drinking. You know what was really creepy? you can hear them. A literal herd of people just went running by me. Probably about 10 people running. And while I was showing you those trees, I was off to the side. The ground actually... Oh, train horn blowing. You could, if somebody was running by you, if a bunch of people ran by and you're standing off to the side, you could actually feel the ground move. That was kind of nerve-rattling knowing that there's an endless pit right over here. And some of you may have noticed with train horn enthusiasts, that did not sound like a CSX train horn blowing when we were looking over the lake. That sounded like foreign power I just missed. Anyway, we're at mile marker 335, Green Lake State Park, on the Round Lake Trail. Again, we're not high enough. We just get a little bit higher. We can see down into the abyss, but maybe there's an opportunity up here somewhere. Here's Mother Nature doing a fantastic job on gene splicing. Trail conditions, well, you're seeing them. It's mostly flat. There's slight gradients, but not by much. That wind's picking up again. Yeah, I can't see into the abyss. I mean, I can see it right. Oh, you can see it now. There you go. You see what I'm talking about? You see how it's darker here, and then it's just nothing after that. So now we're on the clearer side where the waves are rolling away from us. You can almost see it, the abyss. Oh, got a sign coming up here. Yeah, if you had a drone, you could probably see it real good because you could probably fly right over the water and hover over it, looking down. But to see it actually is something you have to see in person. My marker 336 on the Round Lake Trail. No cycling on this trail. Not much to see. Oh, there's another tree over there going into the nethers. Got that sign close to the ground. Another mind-boggling thing that I'm wondering is how much erosion on the hillside over here that will it take to fill, if it can, fill this hole, this lake. You know, how much of this will end up in the bottom of that? Just something to think about. I feel like a creep with the video camera on the trail right now with all these people running around. Hey, what can you do, right? We'll just have to watch the video. Oh, there's something coming up here. I don't know what this building is. Danger. Round Lake, a natural landmark. In 1973, Round Lake and 100 acres of the surrounding forest became the nation's 182nd national natural landmark. This installation by the U.S. Department of Interior is reserved for resources that are sensitive and unique and which represent the natural heritage of our country. The lake, which covers 34 acres, is 170 feet deep. 170 feet deep. This rock's got a plaque on it. Huh. What is this? Used to be an old restroom or something? It looked like there would have been an entrance right there. Got a little covered pavilion. Oh, this is the end of the trail. Round Lake has been designated as a registered natural landmark. The site has possessed exceptional value as an installation of the nation's natural heritage, 1973. Alright folks, this is where our journey around Round Lake ends. There's a little concrete post up there. Is that a concrete post? Yep, it's a concrete post, alright. Got some sort of marker. Oh, there's a pipe coming out of the building. Huh, that's weird. Pump house. I bet you that's a pump house. Yeah, it's gotta be it. For the golf course up above. Alright folks, that's going to do it for the Round Lake Trail. I'll try this again without the traffic. This takes you back out to the Green Lakes Trail. That's a quarter-mile connector trail between Round Lake and Green Lakes Trail marker. That will continue the Round Lake Trail. And of course, behind me there where the pump house is. And it's an interesting little feature. So this will connect you back over to the other side of the Round Lake Trail. And you can do your Round Lake loop and then do a figure 8 loop around. So that will do it. This will bring us back over to where we began our journey here at Green Lake State Park, Round Lake Trail. Again, it illustrates how close we are to the actual Manoa rail yard. And there's All Trail Junction. Yeah, so that'll be it for the Round Lake Trail. And hope you enjoyed that video, and thanks for watching, and leave a comment down below. I'm pretty sure that building back there is a pump house for the golf course, because I do think I did see a spot on the map where it said pump house. I looked inside and there wasn't any real, everything's been gutted in there, because there was actually an open screened window you could look in, and nothing in there. Discontinued, deleted.